Hey YouTube, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm talk about the Glock 45 ACPs. That's what the video's about. Got a package today. I'm going to open it up. I would normally cut into it with the Benchmade, but I know what's in it, so I'm not going to use the knife. But I'll show you what is in it. Hope it turns out as good as I was expecting it to. It is from Bear Arms Tactical Apparel, and as you can see, or as you may not can see, I'm not sure how good I can get this on camera, but it is an OD green shirt. It's kind of wrinkled up where it was stuffed in the envelope. That's not a problem. It has the Armory channel on the front in black, and on the back, if I can do this justice, it has, well, this ain't working out like I was hoping it would, but it has, says Armory channel, Second Amendment, America's original homeland security. Has the skull in the middle and the wings. I know that probably not coming out very good, but it's black on an OD green shirt. It's a quality shirt. If you've never watched any Armory channel videos, I suggest you do so. Pete, he makes a lot of videos. He's had a channel for a long time. It's a whole lot better than what I got going on here. He's funny. He's got a lot of guns he talks about. It's a good channel. And you can buy these shirts in different colors. This is OD green. I believe he has a flat dark earth. Also has OD green with orange print. And the black ones. And Bear Arms also makes a lot of other different types of shirts. So check them out. Bear Arms Tactical Apparel. That's BearArmsTacticalApparel.com. So check them out. Get you an Armory channel shirt. Check out some of his videos. They're entertaining, they're funny, and they're informative as well. I've been watching the Armory channel videos for quite some time. But today I mainly want to talk about these 45 caliber Glocks. I have all these guns are safe, by the way. I have the Glock 36. I have a Glock 30. This happens to be an SF model, slim frame. Then I have my Glock 21, which is also the SF model, and it has a Black Hawk light. Don't pay no attention to the light. The video's not about the light. The video's mainly about these two, the 30 and the 36. I brought my 21 out for comparison. These two 30s are on loan. I went out, I shot 50 rounds through all of them. I have 4 guns here. I'm only showing 3 at the moment. I shot 50 rounds through all of them because I have a overabundance of 45 ammo thanks to the Dillon Square Deal B press. I have 45 ammo out the yin yang, and I got to get rid of some of it so I can load some more. I quit loading 45 because I ain't got nowhere else to put it. And that's not a bad problem to have. And that's the problem you will have if you start reloading. It's hard to shoot enough to... It's hard to shoot more than you can make. It is for me anyway. And I don't have to go anywhere to shoot. I can step out the back door and shoot in my backyard. So, anyway, I'm going to talk about the Glock 30 and the Glock 36. The 21 is just here for comparison. Now, these are called compact 45s, which they are. It's the smallest 45 you can get from Glock, and that is the 36. It's single stack. It only holds 6+1 rounds. You got a total of 7 rounds. from a side profile, it's almost identical to the 30. But where the 36 differs is in the thickness. This 30 is terribly thick. This slide is about 1.25 inches thick. The slide on this 36 is the same width as the slide on a 9mm or 40. So basically, this is almost identical to a Glock 19 or a Glock 23. Now, it only holds 7 rounds. So I'm going to give you a weight on it. With 7 rounds, it holds 6 plus 1. There's no sense in weighing it empty, because who's going to carry an empty gun unless you're a Democrat? So we'll put 7 rounds on here. These are 230 grain full metal jackets. I loaded them myself. Let's see, we got 6, 7, so we're coming in at 27.95 ounces. Not too bad. 27.95. Now the Glock 30 holds 10 plus 1. So we got pretty much 28 ounces on the 36. We're going to have to add 4 more rounds to this 30 to get it up to 11. And we're up to 34.6 ounces. 34.6 ounces is a pretty good amount of weight to carry, for me anyway. Some people don't have a problem with it. Now the alternative to this is the Glock 30S, which I had and I sold, which is basically the 30 with the 36 slide on it. I guess that's the best of both worlds. You get the 11 round capacity, but you lose the weight and get the slimness of the 36 slide. But the only downside I see to this 36 is that it's kind of large for only holding 7 rounds. In comparison, this Springfield XDS, which is safe, holds 1 less round, but as you can see, or as you might can see if I can do this right, it's that much shorter, a good inch shorter. The concealability, it's about a ½ inch shorter on the grip, and it's thinner as well. It's a true single stack. The Glock's a little bit staggered in the magazine. So the XDS is quite a bit smaller, quite a bit easier to carry. Holds 1 less round, so we'll take 5 away, and it's 26.4 ounces. Now, I forgot already what the Glock weighed, so it's 28. So 2 ounces, a little less than 2 ounces less, 1 round less. I would rather have the XDS, I believe, than this 36. But one thing this 36 does that the XDS does not do is it shoots bigger than it is, if that makes any sense. You can shoot this 36 all day long, and it's fun to shoot, and it don't beat you up. This XDS is like running a jackhammer. It'll pound your hand into the ground relentlessly. So that's the downside to this light, small 45. A 230 grain bullet is going to have some recoil, and there's no 2 ways about it. But this standard Glock 30 and this 21 absorb the 45 recoil better than anything there is that I've shot anyway. So this 30, like I said, it's a little thick, but if you can handle that, if you can get past that, this is one of the best shooting 45s you're going to find. Now, it's not the prettiest by no means, but it is reliable, it's easy to shoot, it absorbs the recoil, holds 10 plus 1 rounds, relatively light if you compare it to, say, a 1911, which is inherently unreliable and no way in the world would I ever depend on one for my life. I like a 1911 just like everybody else, but I don't care what you say, there is not one that is reliable as this Glock. And there's nothing as reliable as this Glock, if you ask me. There's many, many manufacturers that have copied this right here. Springfield XD, Smith & Wesson M&P, FN, H&K. It don't matter. You can name them till you're blue in the face. They all are a copy of this right here, the good old Glock, and there ain't none of them surpassed it yet. Now, there's some that are just as good, but there's none that are better. And some of the ones that are as good, or not as good even, cost a whole lot more. So, you can call me a fanboy or whatever. It don't matter to me. This is reliable. This is relatively inexpensive. This is the original polymer gun. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to beat it yet. And if there is, I haven't found it. I have not shot every gun ever made, and nor do I need to. I've shot just about every Glock ever made, and that's about all I need to do. So this 30, it's a nice shooting 45. You can carry it, and you can shoot it all day long. And as well, the same goes for the 36. Now, I'm not sure if they make a Gen 4 36. I'm pretty sure they still make the 36. But the 30S is probably I don't think the 36 ever caught on the way they expected it to. I think the 30S is caught on. The old 30 is hard to beat. If you get one, though, I suggest you look in this square on the right side. You want to see that SF. Now, if it's a Gen 4, it'll say MBS there. That's multiple back straps. But if you don't see anything there, it's just a regular Gen 3. And I suggest, unless you got hands that can palm a medicine ball, I would go for the SF or the Gen 4. Some people like the Gen 3 SF better than the Gen 4. I really don't care either way. I kind of like the mag drop on the Gen 4. It's bigger. I like the interchangeable back straps on the Gen 4 because with none of them, I think it's even a little smaller than this SF. But that's just my opinion. But the regular old Gen 3 is a little bit thicker. Not a lot, but it's noticeable from front to back, and that's the only difference. This 21 SF, I have the Talon grips on it, but a regular 21, you can really tell the difference between the 21 and the 21 SF. And they also have the Gen 4 and the 21. This is a Gen 3 SF. This 30 is a Gen 3 SF. There is no SF 36. And I do not believe there is a Gen 4 36. I could be wrong there. Like I said, the 36 I don't think ever caught on the way they wanted it to. But it's not a bad gun. It's a good shooting gun. It's just not as concealable as the OXDS. If you're wanting to go full concealability, the XDS would be the way to go. But if you're wanting one you can carry as well as take to the range, or take to your backyard and shoot a couple of 100 rounds through, the 36 is the way to go. Because this XDS, I mean, it's a mule. It's certainly not like petting a kitty cat. You shoot this 100 times, you know you've shot something. You can shoot this all day. That's about all I got to say about them. They're good guns. They're reliable. They're relatively inexpensive. And I enjoy shooting them. Thanks for watching.